Saint Francis of Assisi, Confessor. Born at Assisi in Umbria, Saint Francis was raised up by God to work at the same time as Saint Dominic for the moral regeneration of the world at a most troublous period. He had been christened John, but was called Francis by his father, to celebrate his return from a successful business journey in France. The more the sublime enthusiast, says Montalembert, hid himself and appreciated himself to make himself worthy by humility and men's contempt to be the vessel of divine love, the more, by a wonderful effect of grace, men rushed to follow him. Francis soon had disciples who reduced themselves to the same poverty as himself, and shared his ardor for the conversion of the people. My brothers, he would say, let us preach penance by example rather than by word. He gave them a rule, which was approved by Innocent III in 1210. In the following year he obtained from the Benedictines the church of Our Lady of the Angels, called Portiuncula, which was the cradle of his order. The new religious family with which he enriched the church multiplied so rapidly that at the general chapter held at Assisi about 10 years after its birth there were 5,000 brothers. Wishing them to be considered themselves the least among religious, St. Francis gave them the name of Friars Minor, and he himself remained a deacon all his life. After this first order he founded another, the Order of Poor Clares, thus called after St. Clare, the illustrious Virgin of Assisi. Lastly, in 1221 he founded a third, called the Order of Penance, on which the popes, and especially Leo XIII, who considered it an honor to belong to it, lavished the greatest encouragement and the richest favors. St. Francis sent his disciples to France, Germany, Spain, and Africa. He himself wanted to go to Palestine and Morocco, but divine providence stopped him on the way. The divine love which burned in him caused him to be surnamed Seraphic. On October the 4th, 1226, he gave up his soul to God while finishing the last verse of Psalm 141. Bring my soul out of prison, O Lord, that I may praise thy name. Saint Francis of Assisi, pray for us. Christ our King, thy kingdom come.